Welcome. Welcome back to Watching with Styles. I am not expecting a large crowd tonight after that debacle, but I'm going to say this to add to it. This is probably one of the most boring second halves in the history of second half. So it's not like there's much to be even talked about because it's boring. And this is probably going to be the fastest watching with Styles in the history of watching with Styles. I don't know when I started this. Did I start this in? I'm too low. How? How's that? How's that, John? Is that better? Let me know if it's better. It's interesting that my mic seems low, but it's showing on my screen that it seems like it's pretty high. So I don't know. You tell me if it's gotten better or not. Um, it's boring, man. Like I said, it's gonna be the quickest that you'll ever see. I honestly think how you doing, John? I appreciate your patronage. What is it? Like two drives by each team each quarter? And the South Carolina basically ran off 9 minutes of clock in the fourth quarter. So you had um I guess you gotta look at it. South Carolina did turn the ball over. They didn't have interceptions or fumbles, but they turned the ball over on downs twice. So I guess the defense did get two turnovers. Not traditional turnovers, but turnovers nonetheless. What's up, John Whitaker? So I apologize in advance. My day got away from me. I couldn't do any cut ups. I will do the cut ups tomorrow morning. And we'll move on. But this is gonna be a quick one. I don't have anything else to say. Um this game just comes down to honestly quarterback play. It really does. And I'm gonna say this: when is the last time we had a great quarterback? Is Mike Hartline the last really good quarterback we've had? Because as far as putting a team on his back, Steven Johnson is probably next. Then it'll be Will Levis, and now we're still searching for a quarterback. But the crazy part about it is none of those quarterbacks I just mentioned after Mike Hartline has 3,000 yards passing in a season. So I don't know, man. Interesting. So let's get into it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Um, First drive. One thing I can say about this team is it honestly didn't give up. They played to the end of the game, which is something different than it was last year. So that is a positive. I don't know if it's a great positive, but it is something you can rest on. It's the name of this game, y'all, is clean eyes. It's clean eyes. On defense, you have to have clean eyes. Afari got confused. Tight end is right in front of him. Here's the thing, y'all. This is this is what is so important about you know what? Let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up. Who is Dr. Penn? What's up, Dr. Penn? Let me see if I can find this. I'm gonna play this. Where is it? Right here. Oh, you can't hear it. You can't hear it. Let me go back. Now you'll be able to hear it. Let me know if you can hear this or not. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody eyes up here. They are getting this set right here, right? And they're running zone G and they're running chop. We call chop. We got to get there. The bucket's got to get there and get flat. Corner's got to come through. Safety fence outside. Will's got to come through. Safety fence outside. Will's got to be here. Does everybody see that? Got control. Everybody just do your job. You understand that? Let's go. Oh, I'm on mute, y'all. I apologize. Let me go back. I gotta change my settings on my OBS. So let's go back. So as I was saying, thank you, Kendrick. But look, y'all, Kendrick, man, I'm gonna say this. One day we gotta meet. Cause there's one thing I can say, man, is Kendrick Jones supports UK. Your son has been gone, what, 2 years now? And you still listen to Kentucky shit? Bro, I appreciate you. No doubt about it. I appreciate you. Um, so as I was saying, after we watched the Muschamp deal, is this guy. So as a linebacker, backside, as I was saying, and I'll do it again, the one position that's not going to lie to a defensive player are these guys here. Those guys are not going to lie to you. They're not going to lie to you because they can't. So when those guys, and your job, your viewing point should be through the lineman, through the tight end, to the quarterback. As a former quarterback with decent ball handling skills, I had more than decent. I had pretty good ball handling skills. If I turn my back to you, you don't know if I'm handing the ball off or not. I was able to carry out a fake. So, in this situation right now, when ball goes away, you have no responsibility. You cannot go over there. We got too many guys over there. Let these guys do their job. All right? The worst case scenario for you is to climb for potential cutback. But I think Green has contained over here. Or maybe he spills it. That's the worst case, is for you to creep up and set a, as we call it, a secondary post/fence in case it brings it all the way back and now he runs into this fence, right? As you are approaching the line of scrimmage, because we're not going this way because there's no room over here, as you are approaching the line of scrimmage, guess who starts to leak out? He's going to take you to the ball. He's the second guy that can't lie to you. But we are worried too much about this when the ball isn't even coming to you. See, this is the thing about football that's not middle school or under. See, in middle school and pee-wees, you can run all across the field and make tackles. That's not going to happen over here. If this guy bounces it, the only spot you're going to make it is somewhere down here. You're not going to make a tackle on a good back right here. It's impossible. It doesn't happen. Even if these guys make them cut back, you're still going to make the tackle somewhere in here. So why not, as Will Muschamp say, do your job. Stop trying to do other people's job. This zone read is over to this side. You're not making a tackle over there. Worst case scenario, he pulls it, and if you have quarterback, you can go get him. Or if this guy leaks out, boom, he's in sight. You get into your... Let me stop. Football is simple if you don't try to hunt tackles. There's one thing that affects a running game more than anything from a defense, is the ability to penetrate. Again, is this Saunders or is that Grace? I think it's Grace. Grace handles 74, whom this is why this is so great. He handles 74, who pushes into 78, which means 78 was probably coming out here to block a defensive back. So he impedes the path of 78. All right. He pushes this guy when 78 is not going to double team into the running back. Dude, I got to highlight that. That's a grown man play. That is a grown man play. If you know, you know. That's a grown man play. or I should probably do it like this. I'm playing around tonight, y'all. I'm playing around tonight. That's a grown man play. As I say, if you know, you know. So that's an unbelievable play. That's a play for me that probably goes unnoticed in this game. I don't know if the announcers gave this play enough credit. I'm gonna probably give it credit in the cut-ups. Dude, that's a unbelievable play. That is unbelievable. Not only, who did they give the tackle to? Did they give the tackle to the defensive lineman, or did they give the tackle to the closest guy to the ball, which would have been Lovett? Did Lovett get the TFL? Or did the right man get the TFL? I would like, you know, there's one thing I would like to do is get in that pro football grading system. I want to see how they grade each play. Y'all, I got a chart how many times they were behind the chains. You know what I did chart? For information. And this is why stats can be misleading if you didn't watch the game. So I got the stats, and it said that South Carolina was 8 for 15 on third down. You know what's crazy? Is South Carolina was 8 for 15 on first downs. LaNorris Sellers converted 6 of the 8 with runs. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 1, 6, and 4. All those plays was converted by Sellers with his legs. So 6 out of the 8 were converted because of the quarterback. That's interesting. That's why I continue to say that this game was won by the better quarterback. There's no knock on Cutter. That's just the truth. No turnovers, extended drives. He made his offensive line, what's the word? Untalked about. Because their offensive line ain't do shit. I want y'all to understand that some people are going to say our offensive line sucked. Their offensive line was worse than ours. Their offensive line didn't have a 100-yard rusher. The quarterback saved their ass on at least 3 sacks. They only had 2 sacks because we had guys dead to rights, have them dead to rights, and he scrambled out of it at least 3 times. So we should have probably 5 sacks. They should have way less yards. Their leading rusher individual had less than 50 yards. Their O-line sucked. But it's not being talked about because their quarterback saved their ass. It goes back to what I said yesterday and what I've been saying for a long time. It's the greatest team sport ever. We make each other look better. Either the O-line can make the running back look great. The running back can make the O-line look great by getting hit behind a line of scrimmage but not going down and getting yards after contact. Quarterback can make an offensive line look great because he doesn't give up sacks. It all works hand in hand. That O-line is not talked about. And they were horrible. Not even close. We consistently formed another line of scrimmage on their side of the ball. We consistently got them in 2nd and 8, 2nd and long. Consistently. No one is talking about their O-line though. Because of number 16. But there are some people whom are going to say things about our O-line because of the few sacks, the whatever, 6 sacks that we got. Half of those sacks are now on O-line. You get what I'm saying? But now the narrative is going to be for just stat watchers. Oh, we had more sacks, so the offensive line must suck. No, that ain't true. Our line had 100 and some yard rusher who should have had more carries, who split carries with the backup running back. He should have had 150 yards. So this defensive line, man, is balling. You can't do that. It's 3rd and 12. Oops. It's 3rd and 12. There's no need to jump off sides. So now you make it 3rd and 7 because of that. Don't do that. Now, this is a horrible pass. You know what pisses me off more than as a DB is that motion. I know I cut it off. Done. You were fucking beat. You were dead to rights beat. And man to man, if you're going to play catch technique, stay inside. And when he cuts, you got to react. You beat. That's a first down with a good throw. So you didn't put your hand in there. You were no factor on him dropping the ball. And to throw up the incomplete sign is just wild to me. It's just wild. All right. This is how close we are for this thing going for a long way. One block. Really, one block. Watch, you can see. If that guy isn't there, Kendrick Law is not preparing himself to get hit. Kendrick Law is going right there. We got a lead blocker out. We got another blocker that could turn and go there. This is another touchdown. See, these are the kind of things that upset me when we talk about play calling. Now, don't get me wrong. Bush Hamdan is not the best play caller, probably even in Kentucky. However, play calling only works when your guy executes. That's why I do this. Anthony White gets mad at me because it's like I am breaking down if the play was ran perfectly. Well, god damn it, as an offensive coordinator, I'm expecting the play to be ran perfectly. If we get a block here, is this not the perfect play call? Because I want you to see. Don't say that guy was gonna make the tackle. He wasn't. The reason why I know that, because right here, right there, he's trying to make a tackle. Like, oh shit, I'm too far away. See that? And he's got to run some more. He wasn't gonna make the tackle. If this guy isn't here, I think it's a touchdown. With Kendrick Law's speed, if he doesn't prepare for number 4 to hit him, he is sprinting. He is sprinting up the field. Hopefully he sees that block, and he's hitting his head on the goalpost. That's how close that is. I mean, dude, for the run game, we are the entire game, for the most part. Are you going to get 8 yards, 6 yards every pop? No. But for the most part, we control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. It's good escape. Penetration caused that. Now, and the defense, when you get an offense in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, Now you playing with house money. These are the kind of things that for me is you got to get the ball out your hand. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Why are we not throwing the ball to the guy there's no one out there? For people who are saying wide receivers are not open, they're not open all the time. But if he throws this ball to Seth right now, we get with Seth's ability, we get minimum 10 yards. Look at that. There's nobody around him, right? If I retreat, I'm going to show you the guy who was trailing him the whole time. It's this guy. Well, let me go back further because you don't even see Seth because he's so far back. It's number 0. See that guy here? It's him. He's outflanked him now. And that's a defensive end. Is nobody fucking around him. Where are we throwing the ball? Like, dude. The arrow route is there right now. It's an easy throw. Get it to him. Let him run. The reason why this is bad is because we get into 3rd and 9, which is not a down. That's advantageous for the majority of teams in college football. Not just us. The majority of teams. Oh, we got holding. That's right. We got a penalty on them. We tried some trickeration. Didn't work. The wide zone is great, but when you get penetration, it's bad. And we get penetration right up the gut. Burton could not cut number 90 off, and now that just causes problems. That play was doomed from the beginning. Now you can't put your head down. See, this is when things get sketchy. Is honestly, both tackles do their job. This is not uncommon. I want people to understand is that these defensive ends, if they have to go this route, the 2 tackles actually won. Especially if these guys in the middle, 3 in the middle, 2 guards in the center, doesn't allow a push up the middle. This is the thing as a quarterback. You have to always know where your safety valve is. Right now, he is in prime position. Step up in the pocket. He's good right here. There's no need to panic. This is blocked well, and this is a double team. Watch this guy here and tell me if he's not open. You have to know where your safety valve is. I probably guarantee you they probably rent 4 verts. Your safety valve. If he is patient in the pocket and doesn't put his head down, I don't know if he gets a first down, but that's your fucking pass. So, is that a sack on the offensive line? No. He's clean. Right now, I know the goalpost is, right now, he is clean. There's no one in his face. If he's patient right here, Dowdell is going out. That's your pass. There's no one there. So see the difference? Sellers is patient in the pocket. Now here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing that is with Sellers that we didn't do as well of a job. This guy right here has to be patient and contain. You can't try to get a sack by doing something other than your responsibility. When Josiah Hayes bench press that guard off of him and he's going to flush him this way, you should be right there. That's a teammate getting you a sack. But because you chasing your teammate inside, there's no contain. He should have ran to you. That should have been your sack. I'm going to play it again. This is my theme song.
They are getting this set right here, right? And they're running zone G and they're running chop. We call chop. We got to get there. The buck has got to get there and get flat. Corner's got to come through. The safety fence outside. Will's got to be here. Does everybody see that? Gap control. Everybody just do your job.
That's my theme song. That's my theme song. I'm going to edit down to just do your job. That's my theme song. Do your job. Because when you do your job, man, you do things like this. So even though Rayner has contained, I say this all the time. Sometimes their guy's not going to let you have contained easily. But what you do is, if you make this guy not be able to just scream downhill and you make him have to bounce, it allows other guys time with the bounce to make up that ground. Watch this. See how he made, see that detour right there? And he couldn't continue going downhill and he had to go sideways. That's all the time it took. It's simple, man, when you know how to play the game. See, there's a lot of people who play the game off athletic ability. Do your job. If you do your job, it makes it easier for everybody else. Now, you got two guys. I'm going to say this. JQ played a damn good game in run support. I don't know what was said to him during the bye week, but that is good shit. That's a TFL, y'all. And even though I think that Safari and JQ make the play was made by that guy, by Rayner. And Rayner didn't have a good first quarter. That's good shit, man. Look how many white hats around the ball. Now, here come Superman again. Here comes Superman. Shit. This is just how good this guy is. That's how good that guy is. I want y'all to understand that I think Green is number one. Green reads this perfectly, goes under and makes contact 1 yard from the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3. And Sellers ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? That's another guy that's the quarterback saving his guy's ass. Look at that. See how Rayner has contained. Gets to the line of scrimmage. Look at everybody straining to get to the ball. Dude, I don't want to hear shit about this fucking defense. Look again. Now, the thing about it, I know y'all know, I don't know. Who's 94? If 94 stays in this gap and don't widen, he makes this tackle right there. But everybody's straining, trying to get there. think that was a holding call. Got to make that sack. Got to get there. Boom. Gasson. Now that's Gasson. 94 is Gasson. Great play. Now we get 3rd and 24. Now we might have given up a little bit too much because O's doesn't play contain. Some reason he spills it. And I don't know why. And I know I'm pretty confident that that's not how he's supposed to play because there's no one else in this vicinity that can help him out with contain. So he has to have contain. So I don't know what was the confusion, but he spilled it when he wrong shoulders it. When he hits it with the inside shoulder at the outside, he thinks right now that he's spilling it. And there's a guy that's here who has contain. Well, he was wrong. We don't have a guy out there contain because it's 3rd and 24. That was one of their big plays of the game in the run game. And then they tried to punt, didn't get there. Boy, it's just little stuff, y'all. Like these jet sweeps. The jet sweeps were there, y'all. I want y'all to watch this guy. If Dowdell can block him, which is tough in open space, if he can block him, now it's just 0 and 1. It's close, man. We got to have this one, y'all. I already know what's going to happen. People in a vacuum, and I understand, can say, guys not open. And they are not wrong. It's not like we have, I'm going to go back to my days when you had Ike Hilliard and Jaquez Green and the other guy just escaped my mind. And Fred Teller. They had so much talent. Those guys were open all the time. We ain't that. But when your wide receiver wins a battle, one-on-one battle, you got to make that one. Dude, that is a clear win at the line of scrimmage on one-on-one. This DB did not this is horrible. I'm playing in slow motion. Macklin gets him right now. It's ball game. I understand, Steven. Yeah, he did. I can understand that angle. He is beat right now. It's ball game. And we got to make this throw. That's why I tell my DBs the hardest pass is the non-ball. That is a layup, though. That's a layup. We don't win this game, but 17 looks so much better than 13. I'm just saying. We missed that one. That's a clear win by your room that's been bashed by fans. When they win, you got, man, look, oops, shit. I hate when I do that. I want y'all to look at it's hard to tell because we're not in the end zone. They blitz. They blitz to where we are trying to run. All right? So they, in essence, call the perfect call, and we manhandle the blitz. They made the perfect call for this play, and we still get 5-6 yards. The O-line is playing well. Curtis seemed to be missing high. Steven, I haven't looked at it enough. I don't know if he's dropping his elbow. From a quarterback standpoint, when you drop your elbow, you miss high. I haven't looked at it enough. One thing is a bad angle. Dude, we are churning yards out. We are churning them out. The bad part about it is right here, like, we can't mix it up and pass the ball, right? Because you know right now, we ain't going to win every down. They just beat us on that. So we go 3rd and 5 or 6. Now, this play right here is horse shit. I'm not handing the ball off to a receiver on 3rd and 5. I'm just not. The buck sweep ain't gonna work with a receiver. Now, the funny part about it is, honestly, we blocked it pretty well. The guy who makes the tackle is the corner that was covering the man-to-man. Now, this is horse shit play by the linebackers. This was the only pass play of the game. And I'll show you. Well, Stephen C., they're going to be in the box with the formation we had. The formation dictated them being in the box. Watch these two guys. Now, I don't know whom that's fault because it looks like Afari is playing man. And I think that's Old or Green is playing the run. One of them should be right here. Well, that looks horrible. One of them should be like right there, dropping in the zone. Honestly, if I'm guessing right, like Afari should probably be like right there, and Green should probably be right there. Now let's see where the ball is. Let's see where the ball is thrown. Huh. Where one of those guys should have been. But they're all by the line of scrimmage. Linebackers make DBs look bad. Now, Lovett's got to do a better job. I don't know where he's going right now because it looks like his eyes are dirty and it looks like he is looking at that guy and thinking they are running the ball that way. I mean, he's coming downhill. Look at him. He's coming downhill with his eyes. They're like, oh shit, let me go there. Right? So now, oh my God, that's bad. You can't let him turn back inside. Great hustle by JQ. But that's their biggest player of the game. So now we're in the 4th quarter. See that? I'm going to go back. It gets bad, y'all. This gets boring. Where am I? I'm going to finish in less than an hour. See, like right here. Quay. You ain't making a tackle over to the backside. You should stop right there. Don't keep going up the field. You should squeeze. See number 8. I don't know if that's 80 or that's 8. I don't know if that's 87. That's 87. 87 blocks down. You should squeeze right off of his left hip. Shoulder square. Waiting for containment. See if one of those guys go outside. So he should be shoulder square to the line of scrimmage. Squeezing. He should be squeezing. This is his play. Boy, I wish I can show. I have a. Let me see if I put it up since this is gonna be a quick one. I'm gonna pull up a play from the archives since I have time. I'm gonna pull up your boys highlight and I'm gonna go to the end. Cause sometimes I be saying stuff and I don't think people believe that I know what I'm talking about. So one thing you can say is, well, I can show you that I did it. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. All right. Now I didn't even do the greatest of job technique, but watch the technique on this corner to the backside. I'm not running across, right? If I would have ran across, Herb Tyler's probably still running. I have backside, right? Backside. Stay at home. Make the tackle.
Not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, Alexa, shut up. You know, just trying to show you. So if someone says something, I can show them, look, that's how it's done. I can show you because I've actually done it. So if he squeezes, that is nothing's happening. That play's ended. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So Quay, where you going? Turn them inside. You cannot right now. Quay stays on the what's that? The 16-yard line the whole time. He sees the ball handed to the quarterback. If he attacks, close the gap. If he attacks and close this gap, then shorten his strides, break down, and make him cut here. Boom. Boom. We probably get off the field. Hold him to the field goal. See how far he's running? But when you do that and you don't close the gap, as a running back, you give me every angle. I got angles. If you don't close the gap, I got angles. And if I'm fast, I'm going to run by your ass. That's a bar. Fuck. First down. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I am Ty Bryant right now, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm taking on two guys. I'm going to force this guy to not hit the sideline. What are we doing? Wow, John. Damn. That's deep, John. Shit. I'm sorry we didn't win that game for you and Grandpa. Wow. That's crazy, John. I hope you have some good memories with old Grandpa. I know we didn't bring you good memories back in those days. Y'all, when you know you have a quarterback who's electric. Now, Landon does this as best as he can, to be honest with you. He needs some help. He didn't play that bad. He didn't play that poorly. He's just running against an athletic quarterback. So this is the only touchdown scored in the second half. 7-3 in the second half. Penetration is a nightmare for an offense. This is the part. Now this is on the O line. This is the part that for me I think Bush failed the offense on this play is that this score they are bringing the house. We need a hot route or something. We can't run this deeper routes on 2nd and 15. That's 10-yard routes with their D line. Now this is on the O line. It's another vision play, y'all. If that turned it up there, I'm not sure he don't get a first down. John, I appreciate I appreciate your support during those tough times in the mid. Oh, man, I don't even know what you say. Did I play in the early, the mid, and the late 90s? Is 96 considered late 90s, or that's still mid? If he turns up right now, how many yards does he get? I'm not so sure. He would get more than he got here. Now, this last drive is a comedy of errors. This is Lenore Sellers' highlight film. Right? So, I want y'all to understand this. This motherfucker is sacked. That offensive line is getting their ass whooped. That's a sack. Somehow he prevents the sack. See what I'm saying? Like, that's a difference in the game. But these guys didn't give up. They still attacking the line of scrimmage. They still showing some pride right now. They really are. Now we're getting 3rd and long again. Guess what happens? Lenore Sellers. It's not funny, man. But you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all see what I'm seeing. Watch again. Stuff. Right? It's going to be 3rd and 4. Guess what happens? Lenore Sellers. This is piss poor work by A. Smith. And I'm going to show you. I think I got Stoops on this. This is the kind of shit that pisses you off. Because honestly, right now, he's in perfect shape. So this is what you say as a former player. Was he coached up? He damn sure was. Because his technique right now is exemplary. Like, this is textbook. Like, right now, this point in the play, you cannot do it better. He's not running up the field. He doesn't have his shoulders turned. He is in perfect position to make this play. Why is he going over there? Look, y'all, there's nothing over there for him. This side of the line of scrimmage is taken care of. Your job is contained. If he just stayed there and been patient and waited on this, it's 4th down. You cannot play it better until right there. What are you squeezing to? There is no open hole there. Know what's open? All of this. And all he had to do was maintain where he was right there, and stay there. Be patient. Wait for the clarity, because right now there's no clarity. There's no reason to squeeze. Zone read, no reason to squeeze. Now, if he was on a center and turn around and hand it, you can squeeze. So Bruh. That's bad. I think I got Stoops. Watch Stoops. Why is he look? The bad part about it, he's yelling at the coaches like the coaches can do some shit. Like we coached him up, coach. Did you see the technique? We coached him up. In those bad days, we live for the big plays. Yeah. It was bad times back then too, y'all. Worse times than what it is now. I know y'all don't think it is. We lost 10 games. We lost actually 12 games in a row. So these guys are fighting, man. There is nothing really to show except when he gets the third down. Well, what's going to be third? I don't think they get the first down. I think they go to fourth down on this one. I think we stop them short. Yeah, because you know why? Because Sellers didn't run it. So it's 4th and 1. And I think they take Sellers out now. Yes, they do. So this is the wrap up, y'all. I appreciate that, Steven and John. The memories are great from just a standpoint of playing in Lexington, but the outcome sucked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Those outcomes were horrible. Life was lifing back in the early to mid 90s. We had some bad things that happened to our program. So we found a way to fight. At least we won 3 out of the last 4 games in Coach Curry's tenure. One of those games what's the Georgia? Maybe we can pull out a miracle like we pulled out in 1996. I don't know. But y'all, I am going to finish a broadcast. Where's JD? I'm gonna have to text JD. We're going to finish a broadcast in less than an hour. And I'm actually drawing it out. That ain't never happened in the history of Watching with Styles. An hour broadcast ain't never happened. But this was probably the most boring half of football in my brief history of doing this. So I'm going to let y'all off early. Appreciate all y'all that tuned in. If you're tuned in on Twitter, I appreciate you. Everybody who's been commenting is on YouTube. I appreciate you. We have the monsters in the next few weeks. How do you keep locker room stays positive, y'all, because you don't want to get your ass beat. You don't want to get embarrassed. It is a weird thing about football is when you're in the season, 1 week is done, you're prepared for the next week, win or lose. So that what makes football awesome if you got a next week. So next week, you don't want to get embarrassed. That's about it. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate your patronage. Like, comment, subscribe. They blocked me at the end. Like, comment, subscribe. Go like me on the Ticks and the Talks. VStyle17. Go follow me on Instagram, LA Bluegrass. And I'll see you guys next week. I can't say I see you with a victory because I'm not sure that's going to happen. But I'm out.
116 left